open the Excel. So I'll press the Windows button and type Excel here and press enter. Now I have a blank document. I can open it, or I have already a file made for this video, so I'll just double click it and open it. Now first I'll tell you the layout of this Excel sheet. This Excel sheet is comprised of rows and columns. This A, B, C, D, E, F and so on are the columns here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the rows. So Excel spreadsheet is comprised of rows and column, and the intersection of these two is called cell. For example, if I'm here, you can see here it's C written and 2 from the row. So C2 is the address. You can see the address on the left side here, C2. If I click any other place like G4, you can see here G4 is the address. So actually this address is very helpful in applying the formula. So I'll show you how this address helps in writing the formula. So for example, I write 3 numbers 10, 10 and 10, and I want to write the total here. If you are using a calculator, for example, then you will just write 10 plus 10 plus 10. So same thing you can do in Excel, but in Excel if you want to apply the formula, first you need to put equal to sign. So I am putting equal to sign. This equal to sign anchors and it tells the Excel that the formula is going to applied. So now I'll write 10 plus 10 plus 10. I'm pressing plus from the keyboard and then press enter. So you can see it's 30 here. Now if I change any value from here, for example if I write 20, so now you see the total is wrong. 10 plus 10 plus 20 is not 30. So if I make any changes here, it will not be reflected in the total. So if I want the changes to be reflected, what should I do? So I have to use a formula and I have to use the address bar. So I'll just press equal to apply the formula, and I'll just click on this first number, and you can see here in the address bar it's E3 written, so it means it's taking the address of it. Then I'll click plus, then second number, then again plus, and I'll click on the third number and then I'll press enter. So now again I got the total as 30. So now if I make any changes here, if I write 20 here, you can see it becomes 40. In the same way you can subtract any numbers, divide or multiply. For example, if I want to multiply two numbers, for example 5 and 2, so I'll press equal to, I'll choose this, then asterisk is for multiply, then I click on 2 and then enter. So 5 2s are 10. If I change number here 6, you can see that it's now 12. So if you want to multiply, addition, subtraction, division, any sort of mathematical operator you want to use, mathematical operation you want to use, you can use an Excel. It's quite easy. Now I'll tell you how to form a mark sheet. In the mark sheet you will learn few basic formulas and few advanced formulas which will be really helpful for you. So now I'm heading to sheet 2. Actually in this layout you can see sheet 1, sheet 2 is written. You can even add more sheets. There's a plus sign, so just click here and you see sheet 3 is appear, and even you can drag it anywhere if you want. For example, if I want to drag sheet 2 to the left side, so I'll just drag it and drop. So you can see that sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3 and so on. You can add the sheet also, and you can right click and delete the sheet also. So in this way you can do it. Now we are on sheet 2. On sheet 2, just to save time, I have enter data, names and few subjects here. Now first I'll format it. So you know how to format it also, because the purpose of this video is to tell you the basic formatting and the formulas from basic to advanced. So first I'll write the serial number here. Now there are a number of students, so you need not to write all the numbers 1 2 3 4. You just write 1, then write 2 and enter, and that's all. Now select 1 and 2 by the mouse, and then when you move you will see the cursor changes. See, the cursor is different here. It's a thick plus symbol, and when I move it, it becomes a very thin plus symbol. So as soon as it changes, then just hold the mouse and drag it down all the way, and you see how easy it is to write the serial numbers. All the numbers are written automatically. Now I'll select all these and I'll click on this borders and I'll choose all borders. Now I want the total to be in different colors, so I'll just click here and choose a background from here, percentage in different color, just to make it more presentable, and grade in different color. And I want to increase the font also, so I'll click here, so the whole sheet is selected, and then I'll increase font from here. You can also write any value by yourself also. For example, if I click here and I write 13, so the font will become 13. So 13 is okay for me. Now one more thing I want to discuss, that you can see Abdul Rahman name is not clearly coming here. So what I will do, I will move the cursor to the top column and then double click, and you see it's automatically adjust the column. You can do it manually also. You can also drag the column like this as soon as it changes the cursor. It is very important, when it changes the cursor, then only you do it, otherwise it will not happen. So I'm just double clicking it, and you see, so same thing you can do everywhere, just to adjust the columns. So now all formatting is done. Now first thing, I want the total of these 4 subjects. So these all are 100 marks subjects, and the total is 500. So okay, so now this everything is ready. Now I want the total here. So to write the total, there are 3 methods of doing it. I'll tell you all the methods. Whatever you find easy, you can do it and you can apply it. So first you will press equal to from your keyboard, and then you will type sum, and then you will open the bracket, and then what will you do, you will select the cells which you want to add. So I want to add all these 1 2 3 4 5 columns, so I just select it, and then I close the bracket and I'll press enter. So you see how easily you got the total of all these 4 numbers. Now if you change any number here, for example 64, if I change it to 65, automatically it will become 341. So changes will occur if you make any changes in these 1 2 3 4 5 columns. The changes will reflect in the total, so you don't have to total it again. Now this was the first way. The second way is, I delete it. The second way is that there is a auto sum written here. This is a sigma symbol. Sigma means sum, so this is a auto sum. So if you click here, then it will make this border here, and it will select the numbers, and then you press enter. So it's quite simple. You need not to type anything, just press this auto sum. This was the second method. And the third method is that from your keyboard, there is a symbol alt symbol, and with the backspace there is plus and equal to written together. So you can press alt and plus equal to, and then you will see the same formula, and then you press enter. So now you got 341. Now we have 14 students here, so you need not to write the formula again and again. What will you do? You will just move the cursor, it will change to a thin plus, drag it all the way down, and done. You see how fast it is. You got the total of all numbers, and if you make any changes anywhere, for example if I am writing here 80, you see it becomes 379. So any changes you make here will reflect here. Now percentage. Now I'll tell you about the percentage, but before telling you about the formula of the percentage, I will tell you what actually the percentage is, how we calculate it. So percentage is actually value upon total value multiply by 100. So you can see this value means the marks obtained upon total marks. into 100. This is the formula for finding the percentage. For example, if a student obtained 20 marks out of 50, so 20 is the value upon total value means 50 marks, which is the total, and multiply by 100. So in this way you can get the percentage. So here I am applying the formula. So you will press equal to sign, which we use for applying the formula. Then you will click on this total of Ahmed, the total marks of Ahmed. Then you will divide it by, you will press slash, and the total is 500. So I will write 500 here, and then you will press asterisk, which is multiply by 100. Now you can write the formula here also and here. This is a formula bar. So whenever you want to write the formula, you can click here also and you can write the formula. So now I'll just press enter, and 68.20 I got the percentage. Now to get the percentage of all the students, I'll just move my cursor, it will change to thin plus sign, and then I'll drag it all the way down, and boom, you see all the percentages are here in a second. So now you have learned how to find the percentage. It's quite easy. I want to write the formula for the grade, but before that I want to tell you one thing, that these percentages are in decimal. So usually when we are grading the students, we use the rounded off percentage. So what I will do, I will add a column here and I'll round off these all percentages. Don't worry, I will use a simple formula and these all will be rounded off automatically. You need not to use the calculator or any other thing to do so. So I'll just right click here and I'll click on insert, and since I want to insert a column here, so I'll double click on column, or I'll just click column and press OK, or double click entire column, same thing. So you see we have a column, so I'll name it a round off. Now I want to round off these all percentages, so I'll just press equal to and I'll write round round, and then I'll open the bracket. I want to round off this percentage, so I'll click here and I'll press comma, and to how much decimal places. I want to round it off to a whole number, so I'll write 0 here and close the bracket, and I'll press enter. So you see it becomes 68.00, and then I'll drag it all the way down. So you can see all the percentages are now rounded off to a whole number. If you don't like these .00 here, what you can do here, you can just select all these, and you can see here it shows decreased decimal and shows increased decimal. So we want to decrease the decimal, so we'll click 1 and 2, click here, and then we have a rounded off value. Now I can easily apply the grade here. But before the grade, I want a grading key and a few mathematical symbol knowledge. So I'll tell you that also. So I'll insert a picture of a grading. So here it is a grading key. I'll adjust it here first. Okay, now I want to explain symbols greater than, and second symbol greater than equal to. Greater than, equal to, or equal to. So these are the two symbols. If for example, if I say greater than 2, I'm writing here 2. So if I say greater than 2, so the value will be 3, 4, 5 and so on. And if I say greater than or equal to 2, so it's mean that this 2 will also be included. So this is the difference between greater than and greater than equal to. When we say greater than, then that value is not included, and greater than or equal to, then the value is included. So now I can apply the formula. I have a grading key, and since it's a conditional formula, so I'll start with if. So I'll press equal to here, and then I'll click here for the formula because I have more space here. So I'll write if, then open the bracket. Then they say logic test value true and value false, so you need not to worry about it. I'll explain it in a simple way. So first you need to write that if the percentage is greater than equal to certain percent like 90, what will happen? We'll start with the topmost grade. So I'll click here to get the address, which is M4. So if the percentage is greater than equal to, if the percentage is greater than equal to 90, then comma, and in inverted comma we will write A star. Now one thing I want to tell you that in Excel, if you want to display any message or any thing, we write it in inverted commas. So that's why I put inverted commas here. This is the format you need to understand it. Now I'll put comma here because I want to write the another statement, and write again if, open the bracket, and I'll again write the same address. You can see here M4. So I'll again write M4 and again greater than equal to, and this time 80, and comma and inverted commas I'll write A. In the same way I have to follow, but every time I need not to write this formula again. What I will do, I will just copy this section, this segment from if till comma, right click, copy, and now I'll right click and paste here, or simply Control V from the keyboard. So I'm pressing Control V from my keyboard here, and now I'll make it 70 because my next condition is for 70 and the grade is B. Now again I'll press Control V or simply right click and paste. I'm telling you both the ways so you know how to use mouse or the keyboard. Control V is for paste. Now after 70 we have 60 and 60 is C. So I will select it through the mouse. I'll write 60 and C here. Again I'll press Control V and this time I will write 50 here according to the grading key, and 50 is D. Then again Control V, and after 50 I have 45, so I'll write here 45 and the grade is E, and finally I have U. Whenever you have a last condition like you are giving fail F, fail for F, or ungraded U, then need not to write this whole thing again, just in inverted commas write U, because when you write comma U, it's mean that if all these condition does not meet, it will get U. So this is the only last option we have, so it will eventually give U. Now we need to count these brackets because in Excel when you open the brackets, for example if you have opened 4 brackets, you need to close 4 brackets. If you have opened 3 brackets, you need to close 3 brackets. So I'll count this 1 2 3 4 5 6 brackets I've opened, so I'll close the 6 brackets. And one thing more I want to tell you, that when you are closing the bracket, is showing the color also. So black is the color where it shows that you have closed all the brackets. So when I close 6 brackets, you will see the last color will be black, so that is the indication that you have done it correctly. 3 4 5 and 6, and you see it's a black one. So now I'll press enter and I got the grade. So now again I'll do the same thing. I'll drag it down all the way to get all the grades. So I have all the grades written here. To check it, I can see it's 82A, it's correct, 70B, 90A star, 93A star, and 43U. So all the grade are written correctly. So this is how you can find the grade easily. Now for example, if you think that writing this grade, even I have explained it in a very simple way, but and then you have to do copy paste, you have only to understand this first portion. But even then, if you are thinking it is very difficult to write this formula, so no need to worry. I'll tell you one more easier way. I'm just deleting this all formula. Now what I'm going to do, I'll leave in my description, right under my video there's a description. So in my description the formula is written. So what you need to do, you need to copy the formula and paste it in Notepad. I'll show you how. I'll open the Notepad and I'll copy from the description and then paste it here. So this is the formula. So the only thing which you need to do here is you need to see the address where you are applying the formula. So if I click here, you can see the address is M4 because I want to apply the grade formula on this percentage. So M4 is the required thing. So I'll just be changing this. For example, I've written here A2, so I'll be just changing it to M4. Wherever you find A2, like in each step, just write M4. It won't take much time. So all address A2 I change with M4. Now I'll copy it and paste it here and press enter. So you see how easy it is. The formula is applied. So you can either use my description to write, or you can write the formula manually. Once you write the formula, then you can use this formula in multiple spreadsheets. You have just to copy that formula, but make sure when you copy it, paste it in a notepad. If you paste it directly in Excel, then it will give error because the address will not meet. So this was how you can apply the basic formulas in Excel. I hope you have understood all these.